Kale. Tetugenda kukwatako. Yatufune sebato notufuneyo ng'abalanga basatu. Bansanzewo ng'omulenda sibeno anyifunyemu alala kyebyafuna mu kintu kye baliko oba kiziriko kya
eno katusooke tugendeko mu ICT speaker gyatusindise then nga bwe tukwataganira ne Attorney General we feel like buli kimu kigenda kutambula bulungi kubanga speaker akiwadde ennaku 30 so ekyo kituweera ddala essuubi ery'amaanyi. Ebiseera ebisinga bw'oba oyagala okubeginga you disunity, but if you want to bargain you come together as one.
So
divide and bargain, unite and
divide and fall, or unite and bargain.
Divide and beg, unite and bargain. So ekyo fekyo kye twalaba ne tugamba nti buli gye tunaakoma okwekuba ne tweyabulamu ne tuyomba ne twogeza biki abo ababadde batubba kye baagala ffe ne tusalawo tuzimbe unity yaffe mpola twekwate ate tukikinge ne fears okusobola okuba nga tutuuka ku staging eno. So twebaza nnyo Mukama ne twebaza n'omubaka wa Palamenti Fiona Nyamutola akulira abavubuka kuba nti yazze n'atusomera petition.
N'ekirala mukulu President nti kati kyemmanyi.
Right, Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Chemaswet has requested that I start off by requesting you to allow him see off Shebah as she's leaving.
Wow. I think what is important is for us to give an opportunity to Shebah to first see who Chemaswet is before we. So Chemaswet, you can come in. Please, Honorable Nyamutoro. Honorable Nyamutoro.
Right, Honorable Speaker, allow me start by laying on table.
A procedure.
Era bangi abagenda okufuuka babbeega mu ngeri eno kubanga kati already babbeega golo yaabwe nze nzikiriza nti tuli babbeega nga bwe mwagala tuyita era golo yaffe ffe kasitawo tubeera nga tukikinze golo yaffe nga gye tuliko essaawa eno mashallah
abatuyita babbeega be baba badde balya kuffe kati baali baagala kutukuba ffe tudduke bo balye kubanga be balidde emyaka gyonna. Like for example tubadde tufuna 1.8% on our own work. Nze nannyini nnimiro nzaalima naye nsiga n'enkungula nenfuna wano oli atutta obutwazi n'afuna tekiri feya naye twebaza nnyo Mukama.
Kagende wa buli music industry yenna. Today is the day to every
to all the musicians out there. We are well represented and we appreciate your effort. We appreciate all the musicians from different groups.
Bali ku kintu kimu mbu KENZO agenda kukozesa nze naye mbagamba bwe nti KENZO ate ye mugezi okusinga ffe kakati wetuba tusalawo kumwegattako tuba tulaba gye tulaga kyekyokka kyenja okwogera.
About Honorable Chemaswet, there's one time we were someplace in Chankwanzi and he carried one of the female ministers and I don't know where he was going to take that lady, Honorable Yegombye. Is it procedurally right to allow Honorable Chemaswet with that history to follow Shebah? Now, Honorable Kabasharira, because I was also not sure of Honorable Chemaswet, I never made the ruling. So let's proceed. So I won't be culpable in any way.
That is geared towards promoting protecting, and development of the music industry in the country. The petitioners are alive to the fact that since the enactment of the Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act in 2006, some aspects of the law have been outdated in light of advancement of technology and emergence of international practices that have changed the nature in which the copyright operates. Right, Honorable Speaker, as a result, it is very prudent that this law is revised as soon as possible. Right, Honorable Speaker, in 2006, I was in primary school, and today as a member of Parliament, it simply means that for decades, the industry has never sought refuge.
Honorable, can you read the petition?
Yes.
Okay? Because the petition was given to you, just read the petition. No, please, Honorable, under the petition.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Don't listen to strange voices.
Right Honorable Speaker, the petitioners are not just contributors to the creative industry, but are also contributors to the economy. And with the existing legal framework for distribution of revenue collected from callback tunes, which disadvantages the artists as most of the revenue benefits the telecom companies rather than the artists who should benefit more from their works. Right Honorable Speaker, the petitioners aver that in order to encourage creativity and innovation, and as a way of growing the creative industry, the following proposals ought to be put in consideration by the Executive and Parliament while amending the Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act. 1. Revision of the charges for callback tunes to ensure a fairer split of the revenue collected from the callback tunes in the percentage.
Wait. Honorable colleagues, you should study the mood of the speaker. You should study the mood of the speaker. Okay? Yes. Don't think I can't hear. You should study my mood. Please, go on.
In the percentage of 60% to be retained by the artist and 40% to be remitted by both government and telecom companies. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, imposition of a copy levy on devices used in reproduction of copyright-protected works to be shared equally between government and holders of copyright and neighboring right registered under this Act. Imposition of strict measures against broadcasters who use pirated content because it undermines the intellectual property rights of the artists, hence causing a negative effect on their livelihood. Your petitioners recommend a fine of not less than 5 million shillings to be paid by a person who is convicted of infringing the copyright of an artist. Right Honorable Speaker, the petitioners suggest that the digital era needs to be embraced relating to the protection of the rights of artists in the digital domain, fostering innovation in digital content creation, and facilitating fair compensation for online use of copyrighted works. The adequate capitalization of collective management organizations in order to empower CMOs to carry out their duties such as licensing, collecting royalties, and enforcing the legal framework on copyrights. Right Honorable Speaker, the petitioners suggest that there should be an establishment of a clear and transparent structure for the CMOs that incorporate a high level of accountability, including regular audits and reporting mechanisms to ensure that royalties are distributed fairly and promptly to the rightful owners. Right Honorable Speaker, it would be prudent to the petitioners if registration and regulation of all third parties, including telecom aggregators who are involved in the distribution and dissemination of the copyrighted content, requiring broadcasters to dedicate 90% of airtime to Ugandan music as a way of promoting local content and supporting the development of the industry in the country. Right Honorable Speaker, the petitioners suggest that we encourage the Ugandan models, actors, actresses, and artists in the advertising, promotion, influencing, and endorsement of products by companies in Uganda and developing Ugandan publishers through the imposition of higher charges of publishing licenses